that one play where you kind of kicked out to the right side and blocked for Chris Johnson, kind of sent a guy flying a little bit. Can you kind of take me through that play from your perspective?
Yeah, so it was a reverse play, and I was a lead blocker, and my mentality the whole time was to do what I did last year, and eventually, I just put in my all and just run my knees and just pushed him over. I mean, I felt him fall, and it kind of motivates me to get another one. So eventually, I slipped because of Sam Brown hit me on the side.
And how much do you like, plays like that where you get to go out, and block in space and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are my favorite plays. To be able to go outside and play on the second level because those are the plays that makes me showcase what I can do. My talent is far beyond of just being on the line, but being able to move just as much as the linebacker does.
Next, we'll go to Matt Shadell at Kane Sport. Matt.
Yeah, hey CC. I wanted to get your perspective on how the run blocking has been up front. Do you think there can be room for improvement? Have you guys been doing as well as you wanted in that aspect?
Yeah. Our run block has not been living up to the standards yet, but we're still improving on that. The run block is something that it was part of our strength last year, and we need to get back to that. And we're working on it. We're improving day by day and minute by minute.
Is there any particular reason why it's not like it was last year?
Uh no, I don't see any reason, but we just need to be physical up front.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Hey there, CC. First game for you guys out of the state, and you're going cross country to night game out there. Just how are you guys preparing for the time change and making sure your body clocks are adjusted for when everything gets going on Saturday night?
I mean, for me personally, I stayed on West Coast for 18 years of my, no, 16 years of my life, and I've been used to that time frame. But going back over there while now I'm getting used to this one. I mean, it, it can only be a factor if you let it be. Our preparation and our standard will never change.
We'll do a few more for CC. We'll go to Alex Dono of Locked on Canes. Alex.
Hey, Cece, can you talk about the challenge coming up this Saturday in terms of Cal and what stands out most from their defensive line?
They're one physical and well-coached team. They're a hard team, and they go full on for all 4 quarters. They don't strike me as a team that don't give up, and we just need to focus in and play our part and just prepare as much as we can, and hopefully make the best team win.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey again. So you've played 5 games now alongside Zach Carpenter. I caught during one of the videos the team put out a video of him kind of yelling and getting fired up, which is a side of him we don't normally see. Just what have you noticed about him? Just playing alongside him, what he's like on the field and stuff like that.
He's one of our biggest leader on this team. He leads with example and also vocally. I think there was one game, I think it was USF. I think we were up by 2 points by the half, and we were all, some players were all looking like they're down, and they look like they're defeated. But Zach Carpenter came in and literally tells us that stop with all this whining. We're winning. And he set up the mood, and he set up our standard, and that kept us going. And you saw how the game goes, and that's what type of leader he is.
And then you guys' first 4 games against USF, Ball State, Florida, you guys played excellently on the line. Only allowed I think 3 sacks in 4 games. Obviously, last week was a bit more of a challenge with Virginia Tech having a great pass rush. Just what was the reaction to that from the offensive line, like kind of that step up in pass rush, and how did you guys kind of face that adversity?
Yeah, letting up sacks is not one of, letting up sacks is never our standard. We would always try to, protect that number one in the backfield, and he'll make some plays for us. And as far as the pass game, I mean, we still have room. We still have room to improve, and we're still going to improve day by day. And hopefully, that the sack record stops there.
Can you kind of take me through that chase down play on the pick? Coach Cristobal, credited it as like the play of the game. You've been getting some attention on social media the last couple of days about it. Like, he's going to take me through that play from your own eyes.
Really, I saw the interception, and I'm like, we can't let them score because we've been 4-0. We were 4-0 last year, and we kind of let that slip away, and things went downhill. So I was like, we can't lose this game. I got to do anything I can. So I just went. I made sure I took a decent angle and just ran down the field and did what I could.
And more importantly, did you hear back from EA Sports about getting your speed level increased in the game?
Nah, not yet. Y'all at them though. I need to get right.
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Hey there, Elijah. We've talked so much about just your journey through this point with the injuries and the setbacks and whatnot. This year, the fact that you've been able to be on the field, been able to produce, what does it mean for you to finally be able to showcase on the field what you know that you can do, and to be able to finally start showing who you are?
It's great. And what helped me out a lot, I feel like, the people in this building, they always had that confidence in me. They kind of knew that I can do what I'm doing. And it's really no surprise to anybody in this building. But yeah, I think it's, I'm excited that now everybody else gets to see it. And yeah, I'm just trying to finish the season strong.
Our next question comes from Matt Trudell at Kane Sport. Matt?
Yeah. Hey, Elijah. So obviously you guys have to forget about that last game, which came down to the wire, and now make a big trip over to Cal. They have a pretty darn good defense statistically. Can you talk about what you've seen from them and the challenge they're going to pose for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, they have a really sound defense, very good in the back end, and they do a good job, creating turnovers. So what we got to do is we got to minimize mistakes, eliminate, we got to get better from last week, and, just do what we can to win the game.
Next, we'll go to Giselle Espinales of NBC6. Giselle?
Hey, Elijah. So basically, college game day is going to be there too. Can you guys hear me? Are we good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. College game day is going to be at Cal. How excited is it to kind of have that atmosphere too, knowing that this team is, you guys are making the trip over to California, the excitement of just having that kind of audience there, those kind of preps with everything, and just what are you and your teammates feeling heading over there to get hopefully 6-0?
Honestly, we're not really worried about it. We're focused on winning the game. We're going to go in, going to play the best football that we can. Any outside noise really doesn't matter. We could care less about what anybody thinks about us. We just want to go in and keep winning.
We'll do a few more for Elijah. We'll go back to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan?
Yeah, hey again, Elijah. I've asked a few of your teammates this. Guys are going out to the West Coast. It's a night game out there. Just what preparations are you guys doing to deal with the time zone change and getting your body clocks right for when you guys be out there on Saturday?
We're going a day early, and the coaches said, we're going to, start things a little bit later. So I think Thursday morning we might start an hour later. Friday, we're going to start an hour later. And then by that time, we should be set. We should be, good with the time change. Other than that, it's really no different than any other opponent.
Well, we talked to you post-game Saturday, but can you just, so far through this season, can you just reflect on the strides that you've made and just how much every opportunity you've gotten, it seems like you've taken full advantage of it. Can you just take us through just what the season has felt like for you thus far?
Really just as far as up to this point, I've just been a sponge, just soaking up all the game I can from Coach Taylor, Coach Guidry, and Coach Cristobal himself. Just whatever whatever they're able to throw out there, I just be able to soak it up. Just take advantage of every opportunity that's been thrown my way. I feel like my team has helped me prepare for those moments. So it's been a work in progress for sure.
Next, we'll go to Alex Dono from Locked On Canes. Alex.
Hey, Malik, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So talk me through, of course, you blew up the fake field goal, which was one of the biggest plays of that game for your defense. Can you talk us through that? At what point did you realize it was a fake, and how did you process that play?
Really, coach, the special teams coordinator, he always emphasized just being alert and being where your feet are. And I think I got a tip from one of my teammates, CJ Clark. And basically, I was just really in position just to make the play, and I'm just thankful that I was, and we was able to come away with the win at the end of the night.
Next, we'll go to Matt Shadell at Canesport. Matt.
Yeah, hey Malik. So I think you obviously came in as a linebacker, and now you're a defensive end. When they first, or you first, however it happened, made that change, what were your feelings about it, and how hard was the transition?
I was pretty excited, just being that I was naturally at that position before. I was more excited that the coaches and the coaching staff seeing like the versatility in me and seeing like where I could also play at. So I was just excited to make that transition. It was kind of easy for me just having Coach Taylor there to help me guide me through those steps and whatnot. But I definitely say I was excited myself just to see that the coaches had that trust in me to be able to navigate different positions. So like wherever the team needs me at or need me to play at, I'm going to be that guy for them because at the end of the day, I just want to win.
Next, we'll go to Adam Lichtenstein of the Sun Sentinel. Adam.
Hey, Malik, how's it going?
You doing good? How are you?
Pretty good. Kind of similarly, when you moved to edge rusher, how much did you kind of lean on guys like Tyler Barron, Ruben Bain, all the other, kind of guys who've been playing edge rusher for longer, about adjustments to that position? I know you played a bit in high school, but, playing that position on a college level.
Definitely playing that position at the collegiate level. A lot of things are moving a lot faster. So leaning on those guys like Elijah Austin, Tyler Barron, Ruben Bain, those guys definitely helped me a lot throughout that transition for sure. Just being able to see what they see, why they see it, and just being able to react the same. And I just feel like those guys helped me and make that transition a lot smoother for me for sure.
And what's it like, I guess, kind of on the mental side? Because obviously, there's a lot of talented edge rushers on this team. So to be like, okay, I gotta work my way up at this new position. Just what's that challenge like? How do you kind of handle that, mentally?
I just feel like it's competition all across the board. Not even just here, like at any program across the country. So it's going to be some type of competition regardless of where you are. I just feel like just leaning on those guys, like I said, and just all leaning on each other to become better at the end of the day, because we all want the same outgoal and the same end goal is to win a national championship and potentially move on to that next level. So just being a sponge at the end of the day and learning what I can from those guys will help me move forward and continue to move forward for sure.
Anything else for Malik? We'll go back to Matt Shadell, Canesport. Matt.
Hey, Malik, you mentioned CJ Clark gave you a tip that helped you on that block. What was the tip he gave you?
Basically, that B gap that I hit was basically open, or he was lunging, that guard was lunging too hard the entire night. So I guess that he's seen that, and I was able to adjust to that.
How you doing?
Can you kind of take me through that 56-yard field goal at the end of the first half?
I mean, honestly, I was already there, just ready. At first, I think we thought there was a little bit more time on the clock, maybe get like one more play in. But I don't know what happened, but we took a timeout, and then that's when I knew I was gonna go out there. Funny enough, I actually had to pee, so I was more focused on that a little bit. But as soon as I got out on the field, kind of just trusted my training, trusted the guys in front of me, Mason, Dylan. Just great operation overall, and banged it through. So
Next, we'll go to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Yeah, hey there, Andy. Obviously, I know you're kicking off throughout the game, regardless, but the team hasn't had the need to kick a lot of field goals this year. Just how do you stay ready when you guys aren't necessarily out there in field goal situations much during games?
Honestly, just putting myself in a field goal situation in my head. Like whenever the offense gets the ball, as soon as they're starting to get close to the 50, I'm already warming up in the net, just to make sure that I'm warmed up enough in case we do need a field goal, but even just for an extra point, and then stay ready for a kickoff. So just that whole routine that I have kind of helps me just stay locked in no matter the situation.
Next, we'll go to Matt Shadell at Canesport. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, hey Andy. You have a different perspective this year, right? Because you're scoring so many touchdowns and just even getting in field goal range constantly. How nice is it as a kicker and just having that different perspective to just see constantly this offense get into scoring range?
I love it, honestly, big team guy, so obviously we love scoring points. Um, this is the one year that I've had to kick the least amount of field goals at this point in the season. So I've had to get used to that a little bit. But it's fun, definitely. I mean, seeing the offense just go out and all the guys just ball out, it's amazing. And then obviously having my couple field goals here and there are great too, but at the end of the day, a win is what we really want.
Our next question comes from Marcus Benjamin at Canes County. Marcus.
Hey, Andy, how's it going?
How you doing?
Andy, just kind of wanted to ask about head coach Mario Cristobal's comments about you really kind of gaining a lot of muscle in the off season. Just kind of tell me what that process was like to really kind of bulk up, and what's your range like at this point?
I mean, me kind of gaining weight was a decision that I made for myself. I was always skinny growing up, and even came into UM's really skinny. And obviously putting on some weight obviously gives me a little bit more power for my field goals and my kickoffs. So it was kind of just a focus point for me during the off season. Just get bigger, and obviously I feel like so far it's been working out. And what was the other part of your question again?
What's your range at this point?
My range, still the same. I've hit from 70, but I think I'm comfortable from 60 and then.
We'll do a few more for Andy. We'll go back to Jordan McPherson of the Miami Herald. Jordan.
Hey, Andy, I've got two more. First off, you're a couple points away from moving up to, I believe, third all time in history and points scored. Just to see your name getting that high up on the school's history list, just what does that mean to you? Obviously, I know it's probably something you'll reflect on after the season, but to see that you're on that trajectory, what does that mean?
I mean, obviously it's great. Haven't really been focused on it. Just focused on the team right now and this season. But I'm sure if you ask my brother or my mom or anyone in my family, they're definitely paying attention to that. But it's definitely it's surreal, because you would never really imagine yourself getting so high up in those rankings, I guess. Especially at this historic school, so it's amazing.
And then secondly, you guys' first game outside the state, and you're going all the way to the West Coast. It's a night game. Just how are you guys preparing for the time zone change and trying to make sure your bodies are good for when you guys are out there for Saturday night?
Me personally, I'm just sleeping more because I know I'll probably lose sleep just because of the time difference. But just going to sleep, honestly, I just recover as much as possible. Because it is a long flight, but at the end of the day, it's a business trip. We're just going over there to be able to come back 1-0.